You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Sabre Zone.
Hi folks, welcome to the Sabre Zone, the video on this channel, if you're new here, that discusses what one of you had to say. So I got a clip, I went searching, and here is what I came up with. Here it is. And shout out goes to Jedi. He goes, I'm hoping for Buffalo getting to third in the division, but I like your style, Wayne. Well, I'm greedy, Jedi. It's, you know, that's the way I am. But I do believe, when I said first, it's a gut feeling more than anything. You know, there's logic attached, but it's a gut feeling. I feel good about them this year. He goes, I saw a channel that picked the Sabres 7th in the division, and half the comments on the video was all about the Buffalo disrespect. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, guys. You know, this thing about the disrespect, Jedi, okay, what happens, and this is really what happens, fans condition themselves with the now, okay? This is what happens. And most likely the fan that made that video is probably just somebody that dogs on the Sabres, just does that. You know, it's like how we would with the Leafs all of a sudden, or the Bruins, because it's a rival. Who knows? It could be a Toronto fan that made the video. I don't even know. I didn't see this video, by the way. But it's kind of, I hate to say it, but it's kind of normal that we still have to earn respect. And I'll tell you what will do it. It'll take one good playoffs. Once the Sabres get in, I guarantee too, folks, I guarantee all the people that said the Sabres are a joke and whatever, it's a joke of the league, all that stuff, are all going to be cheering for us if their team are out. They're all going to turn their eyes and go for the Sabres. You watch. This is what people do. They ride on it for years, say it's where careers go to die, nobody wants to play there, it's a horrible city, you hear all this stuff. Then all of a sudden, Buffalo have the best future, Buffalo's this, Buffalo's great. I mean, you guys remember years ago in 06, we were the darlings of the NHL, the new NHL. The Sabres had it more, we were eons ahead of the NHL, it felt like at that point. Lindy was way ahead, I found, of other coaches that year, and we just got unlucky in the playoffs and lost a bunch of guys to injury, really. And because we had an owner, and Golisano was cheap and should have spent the extra $11 million in cap we had, got some beef on that team, got some power on that team, and we would have been fine, I think, to go all the way. But, you know, I'm not looking to go back there right now. What Jedi talks about here is the disrespect. And I think this disrespect thing is not going to last much more than maybe another year. Maybe another year. But, Jedi, if we finish 7th, we'll be the laughingstock of the NHL again. No doubt about it. We will be the laughingstock of the league if we even have a bad year. People are just going to say, oh, the Sabres are hopeless. Like, you know, we're going to hear that again. Oh my God, these guys, forget these guys. But I think, you know, as Sabres fans, we pay a little more attention to what's going on with our franchise, and most people do. Like, a lot of people weren't even aware of Devin Levi. Look when we signed some of the contracts. You see some of the contracts. Now Samuelsson is, I think Samuelsson is the best one to talk about. I looked at the Steve Dangle. He was talking about it. They didn't even know who he was. They didn't even know who he was. This is how much people don't pay attention to our team right now. These people will pay attention to our team when we're winning. This is kind of what happens. They concentrate on their team, the contenders, and the rest of it is, as far as they're concerned, it doesn't matter. And then when you become in that picture all of a sudden, then then the rest of the NHL fans start taking notice, as the saying goes, taking notice of what's going on with this franchise all of a sudden. And I guarantee it's only a matter of time. And I hope our fans never, ever, ever get like the Detroit fans and start talking about how Adams is a genius. Say he's a good general manager. He's an excellent GM. We don't have to say he's the best GM in the hockey, and we don't got to go. We're not that insecure, I believe, of a franchise that we need to do that. We don't need to do that. let Detroit do it. Let them think what they want to think. Because there's a lot of signings over there that if Adams made, if he would have given up a first round for Sherratt and things like that, I would have lost my mind, okay? I would have lost my mind if we gave up what they gave up for some of the players over there. And yes, I know it was Florida that gave up the first rounder, don't get me wrong. But for them to go and sign this guy and give him the amount of money they did, and then Justin Hall, and I'm like, oh my God, imagine if we would have done that, how you guys would feel. Think about it. Clifton or Hall, guys, which one? You tell me. Clifton or Hall? I'll take Clifton, thank you, So there's things over here that are happening. And the truth is, guys, I like we're under the radar. I like that the Sabres are under the radar. Nobody has the microscope on us because Kevin Adams isn't a Hall of Fame player like Steve Yzerman was. So Yzerman gets all the respect because of his NHL playing career. If you look at what he did in Tampa, he didn't build that champion. No. No, he was there 9 years, and it still took a few more years later for them to even, not choke in the playoffs. No. You go look at their core pieces who draft them. I'll leave it at that. I'm not even going to get into those details. Go take a look. It wasn't him that, Stamkos and Hedman. It wasn't Yzerman that drafted these guys. Vasilevsky in the first round. Brilliant Yzerman move. I'll be the first to say it, guys. Brilliant move. Sometimes you got to draft in the first round and get the diamond. And, I like that. I like being aggressive, and you get that goalie, right away. So, I'm a believer in that too. We should still, if there's a stud goalie next year and our first round pick, we should look at it, at least look at it, Anyway, I'm not going there. So I'm looking at this comment, guys, and I'm thinking, when are we going to get respect? Well, does it really matter? Does it matter? I'm not that shaken up by other people's opinions, really, guys. I don't care. Like most of these people that say this are young fans and they just follow the pack, kind of thing. They're not the leaders, they're the followers. And the followers will always say what everybody else says or like the video of something that, that's negative. And I'm not going to be negative about anything if the Sabres start out slow. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to look at it as growing pains. I like what we're building here, okay? And for me, it doesn't have to have immediate results. The self-gratification thing, guys, isn't that important yet. What's important is that the Sabres, once they're there, are there for a long time, okay? A decade of winning and break through and get it this time, get it right this time. And I just want them to get it right 1 year, guys, and we've come close a few times in our history. We've come close. We came close in 99, we came close in 06, and we came close in 75. And I can even toss 98 and 1980 in there also. 98 and 80, we came close also. So we've had chances to win the Stanley Cup. One of these times, it's just going to happen. I look at it like it's a numbers game, and eventually you break through. So I'm leaving it there. I'm going to leave it there. Don't worry about the negativity. I could care less if somebody picked a seventh. Good. That makes me feel happy, actually. I'll be the first one to say, you kind of got that wrong. Bad call. See you in the next one, guys.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to ensure Dimension access.